Right. I went to.
I hope the review's going to pick up a bit.
Oh, no, okay, fine. So, well, I'll start by saying that one has to be careful in terms of what one reveals. I made a point of going to see the film without having read reviews, and if you absolutely want the clean experience, then listen to this review later on. Although I will try as hard as possible not to sort of to give away plot spoilers. As a Nolan fan, I found myself largely enthralled, often amazed, and occasionally aghast. The film has great successes. The film also has flaws. In terms of the narrative, I think that if you're a fan of Inception and Memento and The Prestige, you will find yourself longing for the narrative rigor of those. A lot of people have talked about this being a more emotional experience than his other films. I have never found his films chilly. There is a battle going on for the heart of this movie, which is between science and sentimentality and silliness. You see, to me, it's like, Mr. Emperor, your new clothes are ready for you. I don't think Christopher Nolan can tell a story. It's all very well saying, mishmash, crisscrossing characters. Robert Altman does crisscrossing characters, and he does it very well. Christopher Nolan thinks that baffling the audience and jumping from one location to the other mid-sentence means, hey, it's really clever, it's really intellectual, it's really complicated, and if you can't keep up, well, then you're just not clever enough. And I sit there thinking, Christopher Nolan, if you can't tell this story in a way that is accessible, then you're not doing your job. And I just don't get this, everyone falling over themselves with how intelligent Christopher Nolan is. I mean, if you just didn't try to complicate stuff so much, halfway through the film, you are literally going, okay, so when is this going to kick in? It's not that I'm thick and I don't understand it. It's that you are deliberately withholding the narrative thread because you think that as soon as somebody starts following the plot, it will make you look silly. It's like, no, adult intellectual thrillers. Look at the great works of 1970s conspiracy thrillers. Look at All the President's Men, which is perfectly understandable. Look at...
Well, on the third viewing.
No, it's not on the first viewing. It's understandable. All you need to know about All the President's Men is Nixon, he's the devil, right? Then after that, everything kind of falls into place. And everyone
go back
knows
and watch
that.
It now.
Yeah, it's true. It has just too much sense of its own cleverness. Now, hey, me telling somebody off for too much sense of their own cleverness, clearly... ironic in the sense of in the Alanis Morissette sense.
Are you aware of your cleverness?
I
didn't know that.
No, fine. I think I finished.
Just let me know.
We know what? You don't remember that?
No, I see. No, yeah, get on with it.
Yeah, fine. So,
Are you saying it's not a true story?
I'm saying not only is it not a true story, it's a story that's so Thunderbirds. I mean, it's very rarely that I've got to the point and think, I've got to leave, I've got to go. So at no point is anyone saying, I'm sorry, this is just ghastly beyond belief, that it's horrible. You think that, and what happens is, while you're watching it, and while you are sort of, and several moments, I was literally, not metaphorically, I was literally head between my knees. Because in filmmaking terms, it is fairly badly directed. And the performances, Wooden doesn't even begin to describe what the performances are like. I suffered for you. I sat there, the whole thing.
You have lost your microphone. You have lost your broadcasting rights.